Chapter 5 The Thrasher, Gabby Zimbler.
Adrian Adu.
When Kay makes the complaints about the two men, he unconsciously makes the situation public. Although his intentions were not to let his opinion out, the message still got out, and therefore he is punished. When a crime is made public, it is only natural for there to be a deserved punishment. Privacy avoids punishment. There's a contradiction in this statement, though seeing as it came from Kay. Kay's crime was never made public, yet he is receiving a punishment. He continues to say that he doesn't think his crime is anything known about, therefore he believes he should not be punished.
The punishments that are received are fair in the sense that they are repercussions to every action. Essentially, they cannot be avoided because the message eventually is spread. Kay, at this point, does not have any more control of the thrashing because he cannot take back his complaints. To him, he should be able to help the situation, considering the fact that he is responsible for the circumstances he put the men under. This is one of the first times we notice that Kay doesn't obtain the control desired, but rather has to watch the opposite of what he desires to occur. Additionally, now people hate him, which means people see flaws in him, and that makes him feel uncomfortable and powerless.
Kay is adamant to let the guards go in order for them to not thrash the two men. He does whatever he can in order to take the men out of the position he put them in, such as bribing and even offering himself as a replacement. Kay is persistent to control the situation, knowing that if the end result is skewed towards his desires, he will be portrayed in a positive light and others will like him. Once again, here we are faced with the fact that he is insecure and fears people becoming aware of his flaws. The only way to reduce that is by manipulating people into agreeing with his thoughts. If he gets them to appreciate him, which they currently don't, they will allow themselves into a more vulnerable state in which they can be controlled.
Kay thinks very highly of himself, and therefore believes that as an individual he should be able to do well under pressure. He should have the ability to make difficult decisions under conflicting circumstances and should have the power to control either himself or the situation itself. He also believes that as a whole, he has complete control of what he does or says. We may react out of fear or happiness, but overall we can still control what we do. He is shocked here by the fact that friends cannot. He seems unreasonable that he couldn't contain his scream. Kay makes this seem so easy because he is used to manipulation of others, and it should be just as simple to manipulate yourself.
Kay once again brings up the idea of control. Since Kay is unable to control the situation and have it go specifically his way, he points out the people who are directly involved who could have taken the initiative. Kay insists that if the men did not want to be in the position that they were in, they could have done something about it. He tries to emphasize what actions could have been made in order to alter the situation for the better. This again emphasizes that people can do what they please. They have complete power over everything they do, and in this case can gain complete power of another person. What Kay sees as illogical here is the fact that when someone gets in control, why wouldn't they use it to their advantage? This is what makes us think Kay wants to create certain relationships only to better himself.
People manipulate others to evoke a feeling that would make them vulnerable. Kay consistently uses this technique with women to get what he wants. Sometimes, one will lie or alter the truth in order to make a statement more emotional and relatable. Here, Kay is manipulated by what he usually does, because Franz wants freedom, and by saying someone was waiting for him, Kay feels guilty. This is how one uses duplicity to get what they want.